Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Awakening 0% Growths playthrough. For this chapter, I have given both Vake and Robin defense tonics to boost their defense. And how far can you reach? Okay, so that guy can reach there. I would love for him not to attack Vake when Vake has a bow equipped, just to let me more easily take care. Oh, nice crit. Okay. Never mind. I was trying to set up a kill for Robin, but instead I got a kill for Vake. That's probably fine. Put Crom on Frederick and charge up here. Take care of the guy with an Iron Lance, just to get rid of all enemies that could possibly deal damage. And bada boom, bada boom. I should probably talk about the two new units we got. The first one is Rickon. Rickon is a mage. He's a lot like Muriel, except for he's a boy and joins slightly later, 2 levels higher. If you've trained Muriel, she'll probably be better. If you haven't, he'll probably be better. The gender differentiates them in terms of like who they can S support. If you want to give a magical dad to someone, Rickon and Henry are really the only 2 candidates, and Henry joins a lot later. So if you're trying to give an early woman's child a magical dad, like if you're trying to give, for example, you want to make magical Wayne or Laurent, Rickon can be the dad, whereas Muriel, is guaranteed to give birth to Laurent. They can pair with each other, they make a good pairing. If you want to use 2 mages, Rickon is a fine second mage if you're not using both Robin and Muriel. You can use 3 mages if you want, especially because Dark Mage, I don't actually think Rickon can become a Dark Mage, but Dark Mage is sort of one of the most overpowered classes in Awakening, and mages in general tend to be good. He's very squishy though, which is a bit of a problem considering there's no safe space here. I killed one enemy, but even still, this is the only safe space, and it's the one that Mirabelle happens to start on. She's Lissa, but on a horse. I generally think the rule in Fire Emblem is that if a healer has a horse, they're better than a healer without a horse. By this point, Lissa will probably have gained enough levels that she'll have a magic lead on Mirabelle. Right now, my Lissa and my Mirabelle have the same stats, but or the same magic, which is the stat that matters, since they shouldn't be in combat anyway. But in vanilla, Lissa will have gained some magic on her. Might even be ready to second seal or master seal if that's something you want to do. But in general, it's just the stats. I think in general, stats on a healer are not super important other than for rescue range, and that's especially the case in a game like Awakening where the heal formula is so bad. Speaking of rescue range, one thing that often gives new players trouble is figuring out how to save them, and that's why we did the Donald chapters for the rescue staff, so that we wouldn't have to figure out how to save them. Yeah, we'll do this. The guy can still potentially attack Vake, but there's not really anything that we could do about that. Do I want to... I guess, how much does this guy deal? Not enough speed to double anyone, because they would need 0 AS. So it's probably fine to do that. I'm trying to reduce the amount of magical attacks that Frederick has to take, because This is, I think, the third time I've played the first turn in this chapter, simply because Frederick got unlucky in terms of dodging dark mages. They have low hits, so it's not like it's unreliable to assume that he might dodge a dark mage or two, but it's not, you know, really where you want to be. So putting the javelin on him and putting Sumia behind allows her to sort of bait that dark mage. Granted, the way that Awakening AI like is smart means that it's not. There we go. That's enough to kill. The problem being the wyvern can attack this square. What if instead... Okay. So what we do is... Can't quite reach. Okay, so what we do is... I would very much like this wyvern not to immediately kill Sumia with his 18 attack. Well, she's got 5 defense. Does he double her? He's got 8 speed. She takes a hit from that. She takes a hit, yeah. Sumia MVP, because flyer good. Because I'm trying to get rid of the guys down here so that I can have Vake go ahead and attack this guy. Well, I guess he can attack this guy, and then Frederick can attack the other guy. There we go. And it would have to be, it has to be with the Iron Lance, unfortunately, which means that he won't be able to counter that mage. I also probably should have put an axe on Vake so that he could counter the wyvern. Although if I did that, the mage might attack Vake, who is at lower HP. Oh. Did I make an oopsie? We can take him out with the Iron Lance, it's fine. Kill for Kellum. Boom! I love that little spin stab. My golden boy doing good. And we'll switch separate. Trade the heal staff onto her. Separate. There we go. And because Frederick doesn't one-round this guy, it means that he's not going to clear the way for like a butt-ton more enemies to attack him, because that one from the side does. I guess he one-rounds this guy. Okay. That's fine. I think Frederick's relatively safe when there's only one mage that can attack him. Mages have higher accuracy than the dark mages, because like Flux is a very inaccurate tome, but I still think like between the mage and the wyvern, they're not going to kill him. The wyvern deals like 5 damage or something. Plus I think the wyvern's probably going to attack Vake more than he's going to attack anyone else. And then Sumia can set up for a Robin kill. And then fly back and get healed. Good girl. Yeah, so I definitely should have put an axe on Vake. Not the biggest deal in the world, but, you know, a little optimization never hurt anyone. You can still get the kill with the bow. Ooh. I don't know what it is, but I love it when the 3DS archers jump, whether it's like Kinshi Knights or... Okay, what we do is trade No, not onto Callum, onto Robin. Elwyn for Thunder. There we go. Because Elwyn deals effective damage, even though it's low might, it's killing the wyvern. Because, I mean, much like anytime that wind magic deals effective damage to flyers, it's good against wyverns, because wyverns just have such low resistance. Yeah, we'll knock this guy out with Frederick. It's not the worst thing in the world to funnel some kills onto him. Obviously, he gains less out of it than... Well, I mean, experience-wise, he gains about the same now. But, he gains less overall than the other training projects in terms of, like, I don't really have a place I'm trying to get him to. Oh, I think I used Mend instead of Heal there. Oopsie daisy. Not a terrible mistake. Go ahead and put them together as well. Not the worst thing in the world in terms of, like, I could potentially get him to Wyvern would be kind of nice. I've said before, I'm not sure if I want to do that because Wyvern good, but also Bow's scary. And while, yes, Frederick is a great knight, has, like, armor effectiveness against him, it's much more common to run into a bow than it is a hammer. Oh, nice, Crom, nice. Crom is angry that I insulted wyverns. Which, I mean, to be fair, wyvern good. I can relate to that feeling, Crom. And he's setting up kills. How lovely. I think that's going to be a Rickon kill, probably. It is a little bit sad to use Elwind on a non-flyer because the might is pretty low. So when I'm not dealing effective damage, actually, is this... Yeah, that'll be a Rickon kill. When I'm not dealing effective damage, using Elwind feels like a waste both of a player phase action and of what could be effective damage. Okay, I would rather you not attack my very squishy boy. So what if I do that? Oh, right. We'll do that. I do like the biggest quality of life thing that I am a fan of for a long time is the fact that you can now see. Does he? He doesn't. So there's no reason not to just attack with the bow and have more accuracy. You can now see how much healing, like what you will heal them to. Whenever I go back to like Tellius or GBA or whatnot, it feels so bad to be like, I think a heal will do here, and then it turns out like I actually need a mend. Because, I mean, that can fuck up some strategies. There we go. It would have been nice to feed that to Rickon, but beggars can't be choosers, and we have a bunch of wyverns who are about to show up for Elwind food. And put him there. Put him there. Heal up. What are you at? Can any of the wyverns reach? They can't. I think there is an enemy that shows up from here, though, reinforcement-wise. And I might actually go ahead and block it, just so that I don't have to worry about... Do I even care about feeding you kills? I probably don't. Yeah, so what I do is attack with the bow and then use Sumia to trade an axe onto him. And trade the Mend Staff back onto Mirabelle. And that way I don't have to deal with... I believe it would have been a Dark Mage that spawned down there, but I really don't like ambush spawns showing up behind my lines. Even though, like, I could have gotten a little bit of experience, and Rickon is someone who it would potentially be worthwhile to get that in. I just don't feel like dealing with it. You know, because I don't know, like, oh, maybe it's not a barbarian, maybe it's someone who just, like, instantly one-shots Rickon. Oopsie daisy. Do. Level 4. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Okay. We'll Iron Axe him. No, not quite too slow. He still hits you. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I roll.
I agree, Vake. You do roll. Okay. How much does... So Rickon has functionally 14 magic. So he can one-shot this wyvern. With the Elwind. We're very proud of you, buddy. Consumia, she cannot help out. 19 attack. We will attack with the bronze sword. I would like to get the hand axe onto Vake if I can, but might be a little bit difficult. And honestly, having 1-2 range on him on this map is not, like, my highest priority. As, like, there's a lot of wyverns I would like to shoot down with bows. So for a lot of the map, I'm probably, not going to, take advantage of that option. Ugh, I don't remember if there's reinforcements this turn or not. What turn number are we? I should just look up the reinforcement data. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. I checked. According to WOD, the only reinforcements, there's like a wyvern, a myrmidon should show up this turn. Oh, it's turn 7. I thought it was turn 5 for some reason. Okay, yeah, no. We're safe then. Like, just in general. Let's see. 1 range, 1 range, 1-2 range. So there's not anywhere to hide. Okay, move you up, move you up, move you up. One other thing in terms of like comparing Mirabelle to Lissa, Lissa gets a skill called Heal Touch that I think actually makes a bigger difference than like the magic growth that she would have done by this point, just because it adds a flat 5 to the amount healed, which, you know, that can be a big deal. go ahead and put Fake here. And switch to Sumia, just so that I can get Lissa out of there if I need to. But nope, perfectly setting up kills. As always, Vake. Well, I guess he could also get the 25% crit chance. Just as I was saying. Yeah, Teach just got tenure. Hell yeah. I fucking love his crit quotes. I mean, in general, I think the critical quotes for Fate's Awakening characters are very fun and goofy. But I especially like it on someone like Vake or Owain. People who are like just... They go all in with how silly this game is. It really just sort of like brings it up to 11, because the 3DS games occasionally try to take themselves seriously, but I think the moments that are really good are the ones where they're just like, you know what you're here for, and it is not to take this game seriously. Yeah, let's get the boss kill with Frickin'. Just like give him a bunch of experience right off the bat. Because he is the farthest to grow in terms of like getting to level 5 promoted for Rally Magic. Which is not necessarily a rally that I see myself using a bunch of. I guess I could use it on like Henry and Anna. They're going to be the two main magic users. But like I've got nothing else to do in terms of like feeding kills to people. So I might as well. I mean, like I say, I've got nothing else to do. There's quite a lot I could be doing in terms of feeding kills to people. In terms of like giving Vake and Callum kills, and Robin, like all of them are going to need a lot of experience, and we are eventually going to approach the point where they can't get that. But we're not there yet. And I mean, let's be honest, he'll gain more out of it than they will. So it's not generally the worst idea. Also, shoutouts to Vake for like already being pretty darn close to Iron Bows after only using them for one map and a couple of enemies on the Donald map. I don't think I can use Superior Tome yet, so I kind of just have to hope for... a dual strike or a crit. And I got neither. That's okay, we've got, we can do some healing. Oh, come on. Oh, you can't, oh my god, you can't reach. Terrain costs. My nemesis. Hopefully these guys don't combine to kill Robin. Okay, good, they don't. Because potentially the Dark Mage could have suicided onto Robin, clearing the way for the Myrmidon, and then the Myrmidon could have finished the job. But didn't happen. And also the Myrmidon deals 0 damage to Robin. I guess just like Robin defense strong. Let's get one last heal in before we finish up the chapter. Just like tiny bit of experience. Where's the other sparkly tile? Can I reach the other sparkly tile? I can't. Oh well. Kill for Rickon. Yeah, some of the crit coats are not that original. But the really, really goofy characters, Owain and Vake and those sorts of people, just lean into the goof, lean into the fact that these games are incredibly stupid, lean into clicking the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. Bye-bye!